Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about Bitcoin and crypto, this recent pullback, because nobody had told you yesterday that if you probably were one of my subscribers that we should have broken 94 to 95 to go higher. And I urge everybody to be cautious. But now, lots of people came to me and they decided to tell me that Bitcoin was about to go to 120,000 because, bro, the Donald Trump is now establishing a strategic reserve. And what happened from here? We went to 93 to 94. And we have a absolute disgusting, nasty rejection. Why? Because the market, guys, is controlled by market makers, is controlled by institutions, by algorithms. What they do, they have some parameters that they have to follow, and they can do whatever you want. So if you don't really understand how this world works, stay with me until the end. I'm going to show you to help you a little bit what could be happening next. But you got to start to educate yourself. Not to mention, guys, in our VIP group, we wrote everything here. I was already expecting a pullback. Everything written, everything documented all the time. Liquidity heat map, everything. So that's the difference, guys. You want to keep going and hurt yourself and don't learn how to trade and hope for some miracle to happen, or do you want to start to really think like a professional? And remember, it doesn't mean that professional like us, we are always right, because sometimes even us in the VIP group, we are wrong. But it's much better to be wrong based on a good knowledge that you have in the market and try to educate yourself to have a higher probability. They're just going randomly and listen to Donald Trump going establishing a reserve of the world of crypto bullshit coin, whatever you want to call it. So that's my view. So again, if you guys want to have more you want to have more knowledge, you want to understand better how this market works, guys, I would like to tell you to join our VIP group. Start to learn how to trade crypto properly. This is our trading results, everything documented over here. There is also like a link in the description below. And if you want, guys, there is also a link for my partnership with this amazing exchange, Bluefin. Great, get so many discounts on trading fees. So join us, link in the bio. But now let's go back and see what happened right now. So Donald Trump came again and he said about these tariffs that he wanted to impose some other tariffs. The market got scared. The S&P 500 basically sold off again. Blah, blah, blah. All rubbish. Guys, the market makers already have in plan to do all of this. They just try to give you an excuse that this was about to happen. And the question is, what's going to be happening now with Bitcoin, with altcoins? Is it over? And all of that. Now, what happened is we went and basically had a total reversal. And I told you so many times, if we can't break this diagonal level of resistance, we are not going to go anywhere. We're going to continue to do like this until probably Bitcoin is going to go to zero. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to go to zero. But at the same time, what you need to understand right now is that whenever you see, for example, like a sell-off like this, when you see like a pump, like a scam pump on a Sunday, take bloody profits. Okay, if you enter a trade like we did with our VIP group, I enter a trade, spot trading. I was up 25%. I don't remember how much. I took 50% of the table in my spot position. Why? Because it was lots of money. Because it's important to respect the market and to understand the statistics like this. So, what's going to be happening now? Very, very simple. I put down like a little rectangle from here to make people aware that what we could be seeing right now could be the formation of a bottom. Why do I think we're going to see a formation of a bottom? Well, first of all, you can see that right now from here, we probably went up to this area. What could be happening maybe tonight could be maybe another push to the downside. Maybe. I'm not saying, it's going to happen. And then from here, we could be seeing another pump up to this area. As I said before, we need to see a break from here. Once you're going to be seeing a break from here, then I could be considering going to 103, 104, or even to a new all-time high. But if we're not going to break here, let's see, we're going to continue to do this. So that's what I'm monitoring right now. There are some specific levels which, of course, I'm gonna warn all the VIP members from here. That's what I'm going to do. Some specific levels where I'm going to buy more spot. I'm going to deploy more capital It's going to give me like a nice return. But right now, the situation is basically this. I'm going to show you now a little bit more short term what could be happening and why it doesn't seem that bad. So I'm going to go and show you this chart from here. Now, what is going to be the potential catalyst for this week is going to be super important. As I said before, we're going to have on Thursday initial jobless claims, some Fed governors, all of that speaking. We're going to have the unemployment rate, Jerome Powell speaking as well. That's actually quite interesting. So, and then next week, we're going to have the CPI, guys. CPI is going to be super important. And I reckon that we are going to see an amazing, I would say, rebound or even a bottom. Okay. So, one or the other based on this week or next week. Why? Because basically what's going to happen? CPI is going to dictate whether the Fed is going to cut interest rates. And if CPI comes low, they're going to cut in March. They're going to cut in March. The market is going to go crazy. Also about jobless claims as well. Very important. Unemployment rate on Friday. Jobless claims and also Jerome Powell talking on in March. That is going to be a very good determinant. Well, probably I would say that jobless claim is going to come higher than expectation. The market is deteriorating. The economy is actually slowing down, so that could be able, to help us to push a little bit higher. The second very important news you need to understand as well is going to be about the crypto summit in the White House that Donald Trump administration is probably going to announce a 0% capital gain taxes. Now, although I like this narrative about the strategic reserve, crypto, and all of that, I'm really like a traditionalist. Like I like to think about that cycles are driven more by macroeconomics, like cutting rates and increasing rates, or the what is called liquidity, right? So although I believe that could be good, to the strategic reserve, what I'm actually concentrated right now is going to be on the unemployment rate and also what Jerome Powell is going to say. So I reckon that if you're going to have a bottom, I think the bottom is going to come probably this week or next week to then have more of a sharp reversal. Why? Because even if we're going to have, let's say, high CPI, whatever, market makers are going to try to push the price down. We're going to see like a temporary bottom, and then we should be able to go higher. So, in saying that, I'm trying to understand right now if Bitcoin has form. What we call from this point over here. Is this on a ABC correction, or is this on the start of a five type of wave? For example, you're going to have ABC, and then we're going to have a drop down to $75,000 for Bitcoin, and then finally we're going to start to go higher, or is this one is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse? Basically, it's going to be one correction to two, then it's going to be a three, then a four, and then a five, finishing like a 120. $125,000. Well, it's difficult to say. Something I want to show you, which is actually very important, is to show you this, which is actually making me quite bullish in this situation. Is that although we had a brutal sell-off, we can say brutal, like that was incredible. Look at that, the red candle here completely destroyed every possible hope from the retail traders. I really I feel bad for people that are going into crypto in January or February because they're getting destroyed. But what I actually like from this point from the chart is that you can see that although we had a crazy brutal sell-off, the delta came out positive, meaning that actually there is a positive delta across this area from these 3 points, meaning that theoretically this could just be a correction just down to here, and then we should be able to resume business. Why am I saying that? Because theoretically, if we're going to have this crypto summit, lots of institutions are probably going to try to position themselves into crypto prior to the summit. And what I mean by that is basically they're going to pump artificially Bitcoin before the summit, in a sense of I'm going to go and pump it, let's say, up to here, because if it's going to be a good news, then I can just push it up like that. Or if it's bad news, then I can grab all the liquidity and then push it down again. So that's what I think is probably going to be happening. We could be seeing maybe tonight a little bit more of a downside, then probably like a slow crawl back, to I don't know 92, 93,000, and then I guess we have to wait and see. Two options from there, as I said before, is going to be number one is going to be a nothing burger, which I I think so. Probably it's going to be like something like that, and then probably one more down, and then finally we're going to start to go up. Or If something crazy comes up like the zero crypto capital gain tax, then I can see this to happen straight away. That's going to be pretty much, a very, very good news. Now, next one, I want to show you a little bit on, on CoinGlass, what's happening right now with CoinGlass as well. So the other reason why I'm saying that we should be seeing some sort of like a rebound coming potentially from tonight, or tomorrow, is going to be the fact that there is lots of liquidation sitting up to here. I don't think the market makers are going to try to, push it down even more from this point. They're probably going to try to go and bring it up a little bit to maybe 87, 88, even as high as 90, 91,000. We can even see a little bit more into like the 3 days chart to see, what's sitting behind. Yeah, so little liquidation down to here. Maybe they're gonna bring it down to 81, then maybe push it up to 90,000, 92,000, and then prior to the 7th of March, that will actually be making sense. And by the way, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my information as like the holy grail. I'm just an analyst. I just come here. I'm a trader. I only just show you the data, just objective data to see what could be happening. Also, like another thing which is making me quite bullish as well, which I talked about before, is that in the recent we can call it crash, the rug pull right now, you can see that in these like whale orders of large trades that we had, yeah, like a large sell here, 83,000, but more importantly, we had a huge large buy here at like 31 million in volume at 87 to 88,000 dollars, right? So basically, it's telling me that the whales are actually buying in this area, which is actually good. This is actually very good. So if this is the case, we should be seeing like a little bit of a recovery, which comes again to my discussion here. Could probably be like a two wave, second wave, and then maybe we could be going for a third wave, depending on what happens with the crypto summit, coming very soon. Next one I want to show you guys, very important as well, is the crypto total market free as well. You can see that we are pretty much, in the previous support. Even with this one, I still believe that we should be seeing probably like a drop down to this area. Then if Bitcoin is going to rebound, we should be able to go higher. If you're going to close below here, below 640, 600 billions, I wouldn't be that happy. Like I will start to think about, that's not great. But again, I guess you had to wait and see. We can just make just random predictions from this point. But from here, at the moment, looks like the trend is still higher. It means like it's just going and doing like forming like 1, 2, 3, maybe something like that, and then should be able to do this. That's what I'm expecting. My target, as you know, it's around 1.6 trillion dollars for a crypto total market cap. So not really concerned. Now, another thing which is making me bullish is the fact that the crypto market is selling off, stock market is selling off, and everything, and the 10 years yield looks like shit. You can see that you just basically gotten destroyed. And in general, if people want to find some safety in the market, they just want to go and say, oh, let me just get some money, free money, right? What they will do, they will probably put the money into this 10 years yield, government bonds, and they will get a fixed income. Right now, this thing is just plummeting down. In general, what I found in the past is that this could actually be like a leading indicator to see more upside to come for risk assets, right? So basically, as long as this is going to continue to go down, it's going to put lots of pressure for the Fed to cut interest rates, and that's actually very, very good. The same thing happened in September, October. I basically predicted the same thing, and it went well. The Fed decided to cut interest rates, and Bitcoin went crazy. And as well, the 2 years as well. 2 years, same thing. Broke this point here, retest, going down. So if it's going to continue to go down, that's what we want to see. Maybe down to this point, crypto go crazy, and then I don't know what they're gonna do. Stock market, S&P 500, very important level of support in this area, around 5,700. I reckon that we could be able to push down to there. So there is on the daily, bearish engulfing candle on the daily, very nasty, I must say. So I would say that probably tonight we could be going down, more here, down to this area. That's going to be a very important point to hold, and which I think we will. If you're going to hold, around 5,600, 690, then we should be seeing more push for the S&P 500 to come, especially because we are into a potential rate cutting cycle. I've never seen a rate cutting cycle where risk assets, didn't go up. But again, and this one is the Bitcoin dominance as well. Bitcoin dominance, again, trending higher. People are asking me why my altcoins are not going higher. Well, look at this. We're at 61.3%. What do you expect? But again, Bitcoin dominance soon. If you're going to have some rotation in the future, I could be seeing this one to drop down to this area. That's going to be good when our altcoins are going to go totally ballistic. Right now, there is no signs that alt season started from here, so we have to basically wait and see. And the last one I want to show you, very important, the XY dollar currency index, which is the strength of the US dollar compared to the euro, yen, and all of that. It's basically showing like what we call a head and shoulder. You can see the head and shoulder designed very, very well. Some people will call it like complex head and shoulder. We had a retest. This thing looks like it could be going down, probably 103, 102, even down as probably 100. And of course, if it's going to go down, very good for stocks and crypto. That's what I can say right now. But guys, overall, as I said before, that's the situation. So what am I doing here in my position? Well, probably I'm going to be placing some trades with the VIP group. Am I going to buy more? No way. No way. I already sold 50%. I might be maybe a 75, 70. I'm not buying anything right now because why would I buy that this thing is just going down, keeps going down like that? You will see once we're going to have a proper reversal, you're going to see the strength. You're going to see that market that keeps going higher and forming like a series of higher high and higher lows, not these pumps, random pumps because of Donald Trump and then dumps again. Like you don't want to see this. You want to see the consistent 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Once we're gonna recover and go back to this kind of days where everything goes up, then I'm going to be a buyer. But otherwise, I'm gonna be careful right now, play the cycle, have a look what's happening, and then trade in between as well. Guys, I really hope this video was helpful for you. And of course, if you have a question, leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I wish you a great day. Overall, I'm not concerned at all, even right now. Still believe like, the cycle is going to play out the way it should play out. And that's it. Chilling, making videos for you and helping you to navigate this crazy cryptocurrency market. But otherwise, I have a great day and I'll talk to you tomorrow.